Hey Nora,
Hey, Dad.
do you know why I don't like German sausages?
Why?
Because they're the worst.
Okay.
How did that
One
one
of your
go?
better ones.
How did one of my better ones? I thought so too. Did you see there was a study that said that dad jokes help kids develop into healthy
You sent it
adults?
to me.
Yeah, I know. Did you see that though? Did you
I
read
didn't
it?
read it, but I saw it.
That fathers, this is what the study concluded, that fathers who embarrass their children with unfunny jokes teaches them how to overcome awkwardness and show your children that embarrassment isn't fatal.
Well, you definitely.
How do you
I
like
mean,
that?
yeah.
How you like them apples?
I don't know.
What are we going to talk
We
about
are
this week?
talking about exchange students.
Welcome back to the Nora and Dad Show. It's been a bit since we recorded because why has it been a bit since we recorded a new episode? I guess we stink and aren't as reliable as we thought we were going to be.
Yeah.
But I guess since this is free and no one's paying us to do this, I guess at the
Spring
end
break.
of the day, you know, what the heck, we're going to record when we want to record and bring you new episodes when we have something to say. So, and this week we have something to say. Welcome back to the Nora and Dad Show. I am, as always, Dad, and I am here with the lovely and talented Nora. What's happening, Nora?
Nothing much. It is spring break. I am happy.
Yeah, how's your spring break going? You're blessed with not just 1 week of spring break, but 2 weeks of spring break. Every single year they give you 2 weeks off for spring break, which is crazy unheard of.
I'm okay with it.
You're okay with the 2
We
weeks of
get a
spring
shorter
break?
summer, though, in comparison to other schools, I think.
I guess. So this year is kind of a boring spring break
We
because
went to
we don't
Philly.
have well, yeah, we don't have grand vacation planned because we're doing our grand vacation when school's out in June for Portugal. But yeah, we did just return from Philadelphia, which was a nice
It
weekend.
was great.
Yeah, not a super long visit with the grandparents, but we crammed a lot in like 2 days.
Did.
What did we do? We went down to the Reading Terminal Market to get
Food.
food primarily for your brother because he's gluten free, and they have this stall there with the gluten free corn dogs and funnel cakes that he really can't get anywhere else, and so he was very, very, very happy.
I was happy with my meal,
to
too.
Your lobster
I
mac
love
and cheese.
lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah, I had a turkey sandwich that was fantastic. You accidentally fructosed yourself.
Yeah, it's okay.
Bassett's ice cream, which is really like super. It's like the original like craft ice cream in the U.S. Like it's before there was Mitchell's or Jenny's or any of the other like super craft ice cream places. Was Bassett's. It's been around like forever. And who would have thought that they would put high fructose corn syrup in their ice cream, but you fructose yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then that was Friday. And then Saturday, your mom and I took a ride in the very damp and cold rain to go watch your cousin, Robbie, who's at the Naval Academy, row. He's on the rowing team. And we went up to Princeton to watch him row. You hung back with Grandma and Grandpa, and then the gluten-free food fest continued with with cheesesteaks on Saturday night from a place in not far from Grandma and Grandpa in Langhorne, PA. I think it was called Jay's. Does that sound right? Jay's?
Yeah, it was Jay's Joint.
Yeah, Jay's Joint Steak and Hoagies that not only has gluten-free cheesesteaks, but I think they have like an entire separate gluten-free kitchen that does everything on the menu. Pretty much was gluten-free for the most part, and they had this enormous like gluten-free pretzel roll. It must have been an 18-inch. It must have been an
It was
18-inch
huge.
hoagie roll. But your brother, he ate the whole thing, and he was in an absolute glory. So big. I'll drop a link in the show notes to Jay's, but it was I had a full gluten cheesesteak, and it was also really, really good. So if you're in the Bucks County, PA area, or find yourself passing through, I give Jay's two big thumbs up. Your brother gave it two really big thumbs up. So
Their wings are really good
kudos
too.
to Jay's. Kudos to Jay's. We appreciate you. Your wings look good. The fries were. I mean, nothing there was. I mean, it wasn't what I would call healthy food.
Their salad was good.
And your brother hasn't eaten in 2 days since. I don't think he's been super hungry after he stuffed himself with that giant sandwich. But we were the food was I no complaints. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up to Jay. So I have to call and find out where they get those gluten-free pretzel rolls from. We're not. If anyone knows, send us an email at norandadshow@gmail.com. But we would love to find out where they get those pretzel rolls from and either buy them off of them or have them shipped to us or something. Because I tried it. It was really, really good. Would not have known it was gluten-free. So like most trips into Philly, it revolved around food. I got to take Grandpa to his radiation. That was really cool. I mean, it was a cool experience for me, not for him because he had to go through radiation, but a cool experience for me to get to take him. And tomorrow's his last treatment. So I know they listen. So yay, Grandpa, we love you. And we're glad that your treatments are over. And I'm glad that I got to at least have the experience of taking him to one of his
And I
treatments.
got to go prom dress shopping with Grandma.
When you did go prom dress, you went successful
Yes.
prom dress shopping with Grandma. Yeah, very
Most
successful.
successful trip
So
ever.
there will be no pictures shared until said prom in May.
Yeah, it's going to be a surprise.
So we don't ruin the surprise for the boyfriend who you want to surprise with the dress. But I saw the picture and you looked. You're my daughter. I think you always look beautiful, but you looked beautiful in the dress.
Thank you.
It was a really really good dress for you. So I can't wait to see it on you officially at prom or at prom night anyway. So yeah. So but that's what's been going on with us. But the big news in the Hyman family is that we're adding a child.
Don't say it like that.
What do you mean?
I don't
say
know.
it like
I feel
that.
like that sounds weird.
We're adding a child where we have decided to embark on an experience with an exchange student for the upcoming school year for the 2023. Right now, just the fall semester 2023 school year. She is let's back up. This will not be our first exchange student experience. We had this experience 9 years ago. You were in second
Yes.
grade, right? With our German daughter Sarah, who we loved to death and had an incredible year with her living in our home, and we have since been to Germany to visit her, and she's been back here to visit us. And Mom was over in Europe for work a couple years ago and connected with her and her family. And so we have done a really, really good job over the last 9 years of keeping that relationship going. And when I say that I love her like one of my own kids, I that's not an exaggeration. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I think of her as my third kid. And we decided when she left us 9 years ago that we weren't going to do an exchange student experience again, that it was too good of an experience. that we didn't want to risk having a bad experience, and we also we really didn't want to be disloyal to her by doing it again. And so for the last 9 years, even though the school has asked us, I think once you're on the list, you're on the list, and the school's asked us numerous times if we would take another exchange student, we have consistently said no. And then we started thinking about it maybe a year ago. We started thinking about it, whether we wanted to have that experience again. But with COVID, we weren't quite ready to take someone into our home. But now we are. We saw an email that came through from the school a couple weeks ago with a list of students. They give you like their first name and a bunch of information about them. And one kind of struck both your mom and me as someone who would be a good fit for our family. So we decided we were gonna jump in with both feet and do this again. So are you excited to have another German sister?
I'm very excited because I get to be the older sister this time.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because the student that we're taking on is she'll be in 10th grade. You'll be a senior.
I know.
Yikes. Your brother will be a freshman. So we'll have a 9th grader, a 10th grader, and a 12th grader, all in the upper school. You will be the older sister. That's way different because there was a
Age
huge
gap.
a huge age gap. There was an 8-year age gap. An 8-year age gap between you and Sarah when we last did the exchange student thing. So, are you ready to show someone the ropes of what it's like to be a high school student in America?
I hope so.
So it's really exciting. We haven't met her yet. The representative from the school/exchange agency, I think she pulls double duty, was here last week to take photos of the house. While we were on our trip to Philly, I saw that our application status had moved from applicant to approved or pending to approved or whatever. So I think it's just a matter of connecting us officially with her so we can Zoom or FaceTime with her so we get to actually meet her and talk to her. And then before you know it, the summer will be over and we'll be waiting at the bottom of an escalator at the airport to meet someone in person. So I am really super excited for the experience.
I'm more excited. Yeah.
You're more excited to have a sister. It is actually really cool for you because you'll be able to do like activities together at school. You'll be able to, really have someone, close to your age to share that high school experience with, that also lives in our home. I think, or will live in our home. I think it'll be really, really cool for you.
I'm excited.
She's only committed for a semester. What we were told was that a lot of times they only commit for a semester because they're nervous about coming overseas and they don't want to commit for a year not knowing what the experience will be like. And so I am, but last year or this year, for example, they had 3 students that committed for a semester and all 3 came back for the second semester. Oh, only 2? I thought I heard her say all 3 did.
No, one of them was my advisor, and he's not here anymore.
Okay, well, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as the song goes. So, all right. So, all right. Well, hopefully, it's a good experience for her, and she wants to come and stay an entire year.
I think we're
with us.
pretty
We'll see how
welcoming.
it goes. Yeah, I think so too. Maybe we'll have to have her on as a guest or on a future episode.
we're not, I don't know. I feel like we're not that difficult.
No, we're not. I don't think we're that difficult at all. I think we have a very nice, welcoming and open home for people to come visit and or live in for for 4 or 5 months is because her bedroom is the room that will be her bedroom is the guest bedroom, and so we've called it Sarah's room since she lived here 9 years ago. We'll probably have to scrap that name, at least in the short term.
Now it's Ryan's room.
That's where Ryan stays when he's over. Is he prepared to give his bedroom up for a half a year
We're
or a
just
year?
gonna move the couch down to the basement, and then he'll sleep in the basement.
And he'll have to sleep in the basement. And watch Donovan plays video games until 3:00 in the morning.
No. He says we need to get blackout
no.
curtains for that room, though, before she comes. Because he's been making makeshift
we can do
blackout
that.
curtains to be able to sleep.
No, we can. Yeah, we can definitely do that. We have the lights that room faces the front of the house, and we have since Russia invaded Ukraine, we've had blue and yellow lights out front illuminating our house in support of Ukraine. So we'll have to the lights aren't going anywhere, so we'll have to figure out a curtain situation for that.
Blackout curtains work because Ryan makes makeshift ones with sheets. So
yeah, I noticed that when I was cleaning a couple weeks ago. I thought that was
otherwise he can't sleep.
Well, such is life. So that's the big news that's going on in our house. We'll update everyone, I guess, as we move through the process, and maybe we'll have a guest, a guest with a German accent on at some point in a future episode.
Yeah.
So, all right. As far as the rest of your break is concerned, we're going college shopping tomorrow.
Shopping.
Yeah, college shopping. Well, I guess by the time this airs, it'll be today. Tuesday, we're going college shopping.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to go look at where are we going to look?
Cleveland State in the morning and Baldwin Wallace in the afternoon.
Right, and then we'll do some out of town visits later on in the spring at some other schools. And so that's Tuesday. You have a gig Thursday at your
place of employment.
Your place. I was going to say like your home bar, but like your home base, your place of employment at the Old Wine Cellar, and that's the first of like many gigs.
Mm-hmm. And then the week after is at the Front Street Social in Berea.
Front Street Social, where you played a couple of weeks ago.
And they asked me back immediately.
Yeah, you had an encore, and then were immediately asked back to come play another gig. So that was a super successful night. And then gigs kind of all throughout the summer. So go to normariemusic.com/gigs for all of the information where you can find Miss Nora.
Some on the east side, some on the west side.
Yeah, all over Northeast Ohio. This summer, east side, west side. If you got the side, she's got the guitar and the amp to give you music. So,
okay.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Not particularly.
All right. Well, then, my dear, we're going to call it an episode. I'd say we'll see everyone back in 2 weeks, but at this point, I mean, who the heck knows?
We'll
it might
try.
be 2 weeks, it might be 3, it might be a month. We're gonna give it the best shot, but it might be, I think when we feel like we have something to say, I think we'll be back to say it, and maybe we're not going to try and force an episode every 2 weeks if we don't have something substantive to talk about.
Fair.
Yeah, fair. All right. Everyone have a great week. We'll see everyone back whenever.
Yep.
In the meantime, Nora, where can people find you?
You can
online?
find me at Nora Marie Music. Nora with an H.
All
and
right. You can find me at John Hyman, no H, JON HYMAN. And we'll see everyone back whenever.
Love you too.
Nora.